But what did it happen? Like for that to happen, you feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, something went left to get there. Like, are we thinking the same? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Listen, if you disagree with me to the 100%, it's only few of y'all here. Feel free to disagree. If you think that I'm not, you know, like if I'm missing the point, let me know. Okay. Could be the way the child. It could be the way the child passed. Okay, so would that be a form of expression of what happened to her? Is that what you're telling me, Amy? Correct me if I got it right. Would it be Annabelle showing a form of expression of how she died? Like letting you know, like, yo, this is what happened to me though. This is how I died. Like, just to let you know. Just from the past reliving to show. And again, it goes back to, no, I respect that though. And you creating food for thought. And you got me here thinking. And I appreciate the conversation. So it's a reliving. It is is it in the story? Is it in the story? Did she hurt someone? Did she, I mean, I'm talking about at this point. Like did this mean that she hurt someone or a pet? Let's listen to this real quick. I replay it back real quick. Hold on. Let's listen to the. I wanna hear to where he got to where he gets to.
Terrified, the three sat in the living room and tried to figure out some kind of game plan on how to handle the paranormal situation they found themselves in. Deidre would grab a phone book from the cupboard and begin flicking through the pages as the group talked. One of her fingers would finally rest on a psychic medium's number. During the brief
Okay, hold on. So that tells me that they never got to the bottom of it. How? How you would have not got to the bottom of, like, okay, you found a doll with blood. You didn't found, like, you wasn't curious to know, like, from where the blood came from. Then you check around, like, then you check out, like, did anyone from your neighbors die right around the time the doll had blood on her? Did anyone, again, my point here is, like, if you find your doll with blood on her hands and blood on her chest, and then you hear the next door your neighbor die, and it was in a bloody way, won't you think that, I think this dog just killed someone? And if that indeed did occur, if we're gonna, like, go with the story and whatnot, why the cops will not inform? Won't you think, like, I don't know, like, if right, when you realize this doll has blood on her, right, you didn't hurt nowhere of anyone around your neighbors or anyone around that block out of a sudden dying in a bloody way. Again, is weird to me because again, it's like Amy Conway say. It's like Amy Conway say. Is because again, we goes back to the tears. Because this entity in this doll, right, this spirit has the capability and the power to express itself to a point of crying, so it generates tears, right? I think in the same way that it gets the power and the ability to do that, in the same way it will produce blood. And I agree with Amy Conway on that shape of form. Because if a dog could create tears, it could create blood also. Again, I don't know if that blood the again it is in the spiritual form, but then if the blood it gets collected, I don't know how that goes about getting to a DNA uh, search to it or whatnot. If that particular blood of these spiritual entity would track back to any DNA of someone and whatnot, and that way you get to know what's the spirit inside of this person. If that spirit could be DNA, the DNA of these phenomenon could be tracked back to a human. Would that make sense? Sometimes Amy Conway says sometimes spirits stay in the how they pass stuck. Indeed, indeed, I agree. It has happened though. Is It's very, it's not new. This is something like for the years and years and years. It's like, it's called it, get stuck in limbo. You just, they in a way they pass, especially if they were not ready for it. Amy, if they were, if it was not their time to go, if it was not their time to be, if it was not their time to transition, because again, destiny is destiny, right? But just because destiny is destiny don't mean that you was ready to go. And not being ready to go, and in the way you pass, it's levels of spiritual trauma. Is a soul, a spirit, it'll feel, it'll suffer, it'll pain in the way they pass. You know what I mean? So yes, I totally agree with you in that take. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you so much for that great conversation, which I'm pleased to please. Thank you, and I appreciate you for the conversation. This is good. This is good. Amy Conway say souls not healed, yes, past in a traumatic way. Yes, totally agree. And he's, I have heard it like even from my grandma. Um, Amy, is called alma en pena. In Spanish is on alma en pena. Souls in pain. That's real. And again, and when you see situations like that, a prayer, and they always go back full circle to a heartfelt prayer, might be the way to go. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you so much. Let's continue.
Call, they would explain that they had been experiencing ghostly type activity within their apartment, but they did not inform her about the doll specifically. She would arrive the following day to see what she could do to help. As she walked through the apartment, she began to explain to Laura and Deirdre about the spirits she felt had inhabited the building.